Good day everybody, this is Nelca Roco again, and today is about road lighting again. And here this one, I want to discuss this roundabout because these are the most questions of my students in road lighting, how to create this roundabout lighting design. So I'm going to do a sample calculation here right now because I have this project and I have two roundabouts. One is an oval shape and the other is a round one. And based on our standards from our previous discussion, roundabouts, this is from SLL. Now we're shifting back again to the SLL Lighting Handbook of CIBSE. And it says here that for this roundabout, the lighting recommendations for conflict areas, roundabout should have at least, 7.5 to 50 lux depending on lighting classifications. So let's just go achieve the highest one, which is the 50 lux and a 0.4 overall uniformity. So how to do that? Go to the plan view and then go to the calculation object. I am done working on the street lighting. And you can see here, this is the street lighting. And I already made the spacing and the luminaire. Now I am concerned with this roundabout area because those street lighting calculation is for the straight and long road areas. But for the roundabout, it's a different calculation. And this is what we're going to do now. So go to the calculation objects, select this polygonal calculation object. And then just trace it like this. Trace your roundabout like this. So let's just imagine I made this one perfectly. And you can do that later on once you are working on your own. Okay, so it's done. And once you do that, make sure that it is on the ground zero or zero level or the ground line. And because I have something in here, it automatically cuts because this one, the one in the middle, is a floor element. So if you use a floor element, it will automatically cut. But if you use an object for this plant area, then it will not cut, and you need to do it manually by using this draw polygonal cutout. But since I use the correct element, then perfect. Okay, so let's go now and label this one as roundabout. So let's label this. Okay, so roundabout. And then I'll say positioning, yes, parameters. I'll make this one as perpendicular illuminance. And then I will keep the spacing. I'll make the distance as, yes, 2 by 2. And then let's run a calculation now. I will open the false color and value chart and let's calculate. And let's see if my luminaire locations are correct because I already placed 4 street light here. Okay, so now it's done. Let's go. So this roundabout has only 16 lux. So it doesn't achieve my 50 lux requirements. But if we want to check more here, it achieves the CE3, which is 15 lux. So if I want to increase it into 50 lux, I will either increase the wattage of my luminaire, because this one is only 51 watt. I can make it maybe 150 watt. And then I will not add a tilting angle because I'm sure it has a tilting angle here with maybe 5 degree tilt angle. Yeah, it's, what is it? There's nothing. Okay. There's no tilt angle here. So this is fine, but I need to make it safe. For example, I'll make it 5 degree tilt. Yep. And then let's just edit the photometric data into 150 lux. Say, for example, I'm just going to edit this photometric file of this fitting. 6 times 3 is 18. Let's just make it 20,000 lumen. And then apply. And then let's go and calculate. And let's see if I can achieve now my 50 lux. There you go. Now it's 49.2. Almost close to the requirements. So what I need to do is either remove the tilting angle, but how about the uniformity? Because my uniformity says it needs to be 0.4. So either I will add more fittings. Say for example, instead of putting the luminaire here in the middle of the roundabout, I'll just make it 2, each 2 on the side. So it will becomes 8 fittings like this one. And there you go. And then I will adjust it because this one is in the middle now. So what I'm going to do is I will rotate this into something like this. And then I will adjust my diameter of this, or the radius, into say 18.5 or just 18. Okay. And then what else do I have here? Say arrangement rotation. And what else do I have here? Okay, and we will come back to the original default photometric file of this one because we just changed it into something. So maybe I can reset it into the original one, which is 51 watts and 6,600 lumen. And then apply. Okay, so let's go and calculate now. Okay, there you go. It says 29 lux. So we need more of wattage really. So what I'm going to do is I will change this one again. And let's say this is 100 watt. And 6 times 312. So let's make it 13,000 lumen. And then apply. And yes. And then calculate. Alright. So we got 56.2 lux, but the overall uniformity is not good. So let's just make this tilting angle as 5 degree or say 10 degree. If not, then we need to increase the height of the pole. And so there you go. We're now closing. It's 58, but it's only 0.38 lux. So what I'm going to do is I will add a bracket and say this radius will be 17.5 as per the original one, and say okay and calculate. Actually, I can add 15 degree, but let's just try this one first. Okay, so we got 61.9 lux and 0.42. This is above the requirements of 50 lux, but that is fine because the overall uniformity is 0.42 and that is much better. Okay, so that's how you do your roundabout lighting design. And yeah, you can follow this one. If there's an island here, you can add. And if it is only a T-junction roundabout, then you need to add one here and then on the corner of the road of the T-junction of this curve. Okay, so that's it. And if you want to know more about this, go and visit udemy.com, www.udemy.com, and enroll in my lighting design course about road lighting design techniques. And also please check my ebook, road lighting design techniques, at amazon.com. Okay, so yeah, hope you learned something today. So see you again in the next video.